welcome back to channel TrainStation2. Alright, you got first in the first competitions in this new event itself. So science center or science station, you can call it. So this is something we're going to start, and of course as usual, various things that we can do. Of course, first is to collect all the raw materials you can get, but before you can do that, there are certain materials that only allows for collection from the event train itself, like this. So you really have to get the trains. There are various methods of getting them, various in terms of the commodity we're talking about, keys or coins, but it depends on the train type that you want it. So if you are able to afford both, then of course by all means get ore. So that's what I'm saving up so far. So you can see the amount of keys I have is 2,000, and the amount of coins likewise a good amount. So I'm going to get the common train for first up. So definitely going to get another world class 240. So looking at this 240, you can spend another one, and then I'm going to fully upgrade this common trains later on. But now I'm going to grab those two other rare trains. Definitely try my best to upgrade it, because it's really expensive to upgrade in my current region 12. So definitely the common wise, we should have sufficient of those common parts, but I'm unsure whether the rare parts were sufficient to upgrade this Soviet train. So definitely the other trains we're looking for are those that you can find here. We are really looking forward to getting the two legendary trains itself. So for now, definitely I think there could be another common train somewhere. I do recall reading the walkthrough in the website. So definitely we could get those probably in the event pass itself. So I'm not talking about paying for event pass, but rather the free-to-play event pass. So there is another one, that nanoparticles. So this is the one that goes for the epic train, but I believe it takes some time. So every time you clear certain jobs, maybe after clearing the required jobs, you will be access to getting collection of the nano particle itself, and with that sufficient nanoparticle, we will get that epic train. But it will be definitely a long journey. It wouldn't be as fast as we thought you could get it within the first competitions. Probably it will take you up to the fourth competition or so in order for us to claim that amount of nanoparticle. I believe it's 1,000. Then you can claim that legendary train. I've just spent 110 gems to upgrade the event factory, because you need definitely additional 2 more slots, and that makes a huge difference. And I'm going to collect a lot of the raw materials right now wherever possible, and save it up before I send it dispatcher out for work. So definitely something you're going to toy about what to collect. You have to look at the factory itself and decide for yourself. But I'm going to collect a mixture of a few types, and then with this trains upgraded, definitely that will allows me to collect more of the raw material. So do remember, in the event itself, there comes with an additional 10 capacity, but once the event is over, you retain back to the original, i.e. minus 10 capacity, as what you're seeing on screen right now. So the rare trains, while I wish to upgrade, I have insufficient rare parts itself. So it'll take a while for me to save sufficient rare parts for a slow upgrade. Otherwise, I believe the common trains will work fine as well. So we could finish the soft drill job in order to unlock the nanoparticle, and do a lot of efforts in that context. For now, I'm just going to prepare whatever is necessary required. The limits in terms of the warehouse space is also creating some sort of problem. So always I mention this, when you store the production in the factory, whatever you put in additional orders, input tray will act as your additional warehousing for raw materials, and whatever you do not collect that leave out in the output tray, that will as your additional warehousing for the finished products itself. So you leave up your warehouse spaces to contain really important items, for example event raw materials or the event finished products likewise. So you should continuously produce them, because they are asked in huge quantities later on. This is just the first competitions. The huge jump what happened when you complete 100% of the event map, probably at the fourth competition also. So for the first three competitions, it's always the easiest, because that is pre 100% completion. The quantity asked for is much lower. The other thing is because first three competition, people tend not to spend that much because they're not so desperate. Once you hit probably the fourth competitions, you realize that you're going to be desperate, fighting for the first in order to have sufficient 1,000 event coins. That's where everybody is spending a lot in competitions itself, and that's make it really tough. Of course, the saving grace there is that you have two legendaries hopefully by then, and that would allows you to win more. So really, when I first started the event, I was a bit shocked. The competitors seems to be really strong, and I was really struggling. I think onto the day two or so, managed to climb the top five, but otherwise it was really a true struggle. In this fun competitions, the competitors are tough, but gradually, when I progress further with the strategy I've just explained, things works better, which is basically prepare lots of the event items, probably taken them off guard by the rest of the competitors, by the huge amount of the event factories that they may have prepared while I was busy preparing for. That's why I didn't really manage to climb to the ladder in terms of the competitions, because I was busy collecting all the raw materials at huge quantities, and it takes time. So like I said earlier, there will be another one from the event pass for free to play. So with that, I'm going to upgrade it to max again. So we have 3 max out common trains and 2 rare trains. Hopefully we get hands on the legendary soon. I expect it to arrive, hopefully, if we are really lucky, end of the third competitions, and if not, probably end of fourth competition itself. So for now, you can see the top guy is really 95. That's really shocking. Neither did I know that how did they did it. So I didn't realize that actually there are some 45-second jobs to complete, and with that can collect some EP. So I've been sending my trains for the 100, so-called the 146 items requirement, and there's an hour. I've been doing all this and neglecting the 45 seconds job because I do not have sufficient items. Likewise, because of that, I think I have cleared a fair bit of that hourly job, and eventually when I get my hang on the 45 seconds jobs, it just flies through the roof in terms of ranking, because everybody was just focusing on the 45 seconds jobs, and they may have neglected that hourly job. So when I've cleared the hourly jobs, eventually I got a hang of it, and definitely that helps a lot, because when I have sufficient of the 45 seconds jobs items, everything seems so much easier. And definitely because we're struggling with warehouse spaces, so the more we deliver, the more spaces has been created, and that's a maneuvering of warehousing items space is something that you really master. As long as you play more, you get a hang of it, how to maneuver with small spaces. So hourly jobs takes time, so you really have to plan well in terms of sending your dispatches and when to do so. If you're thinking on getting the nanoparticles and 1,000 quantity soon, it's not possible. Like I said, it takes a while, probably the fourth competition or so. Then you should have sufficient of those. All right, so now event has ended. We are getting first, and definitely we're gonna save up those 350 event coins. Hopefully by the end of third competitions, and we could have 1050 event coins to use up 1,000 for the legendary, and then 50 on coin packs itself. So, and of course the other ones saving up is the event keys. Hoping to get 4,000 soon, hitting about 2,000 or so. So this is something that going to work out for. And nanoparticles, hopefully we collect more of those along the way when we complete the jobs, and we can unlock the epic train likewise. That would be fantastic, because most of the time I have a hard time choosing, and if you can get 2 legendary and an epic secure using nanoparticles, and then we may have to extras for the common and the rare trains as well. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. Rest well. Goodbye.